The cave that swallowed our warriors. They didn't scream. That's what I remember most. 30 men walked into the cave, one after the other, carrying torches. But when the last one entered, their lights went out, all at once, like someone had blown them out. Then, silence. No footsteps, no calls for help. Just the night, staring back at us. I was only 16 back then. The elders said the cave was cursed, but the chief didn't listen. He was desperate. The drought had stretched for 3 years, and the oracle said the cave hid water deep inside. So he sent our strongest men. My older brother Kofi was among them. I was left outside with the others to wait. We waited all night. The moon rose high, then sank again. The chief told us to stay quiet, to respect the spirits. But I couldn't sit still. My chest felt tight, like something inside was begging me to run, to scream, to do anything. When dawn came, the chief ordered 5 more men to go inside and bring the others back. My uncle volunteered, gripping his spear tight. "If they're in there, I'll find them," he said. But when his shadow melted into the darkness of the cave, he didn't come back either. The women started crying. The chief told us to be brave. But by midday, the sun high over our heads, the whole village felt wrong, like the ground was watching us. That's when an old man, the one we called Nene, stood up. He was over 100 years old, his back bent like a tree branch in a storm. He pointed his shaky finger at the cave and said, "I've seen this before. When I was a boy, they sent men in there too. They never came back. That is not a cave. It is a mouth, and it is hungry." I felt the hairs on my arms rise. Some people laughed at him, but most stayed quiet. Then Nene said something that made my blood run cold. "The cave never gives back what it takes, but if you listen closely at night, you'll hear their voices calling for you." That evening, no one dared to go near it again. The chief called off the search. My mother cried for days. It's been years now, but I still dream of that cave. Sometimes I hear Kofi calling my name, his voice faint, like it's trapped behind a wall of stone. I've never gone back, and I never will. Whatever is inside that cave, it's not meant for us.